We had a lot of big news last week, and I'm going to start with the Fed meeting on July 30th, and it was kind of a snooze fest, if I'm being honest with you. But there's a few little things we can take from this. Obviously, as you guys all know at this point, Jerome Powell did not make any change to the overnight cost of funds. So that stayed unchanged at 4.25 to 4.5. That's the fifth meeting in a row where we've seen no change to the overnight cost of funds, no change to monetary policy. And I would argue that his sentiment in this release was, honestly, it seemed like he's going to continue to stay higher for even longer. Matter of fact, the futures only have priced in one rate cut now before the end of the year. That was previously at 2, and really, probably very little easing until mid 2026. Now, there was 2 dissenters this time, so the vote was a 2-9 split, and it was Michelle Bowman and Chris Waller both dissenting, feeling like there should be an immediate 25 basis point cut at this July 30th meeting. And their reasons were softening job market, and that inflation appears to be, on target, close to target, despite some of the tariff data that we've seen come through. Also looking at all of the negotiations that have been happening over the past weeks and months with leaders of other countries, that it just seems like there isn't as need to be fearful of what inflation is going to do. Now, for Jerome Powell, who, and I've been critical of this a lot, but for a guy that's all driven by facts and data, to be basing his decision to wait based on a hypothetical idea that we're going to see inflation as a result of these tariffs seems very contradictory to me. But nonetheless, here we are. The Fed holds steady. Jerome Powell, I felt like, even tempered his need to lower rates even more. But that was on Wednesday. And then on Friday, we get a BLS jobs report. And this BLS jobs report has been so disappointing so many times in a row, I can't even count. But this time, we got what I believe is some real data. Although there are some things that I think could very easily get revised lower.